and welcome back to Rugged Mountain Homestead. My name is Sarah, and today we have our chick update. Well, actually, they're not even really chicks anymore. They are 4 weeks old today, so they are officially pullets, which are juvenile chickens, since they are all females. So I figured I'd go ahead and take you with me down to do chicken chores this evening. Now, before I get started on the chore part of it, I wanted to take a moment and thank a very generous subscriber who actually sent us our very first super thanks on our last chick video. With that super thanks, I was able to get some new bedding for the chicks, for the pullets, and this is what we get from our local co-op. So that is one of the chores tonight. I use the deep bedding method, which means that as their bedding gets soiled, you put more bedding on top of it. You keep like around 4 inches in there in a brooder. And then in a coop, it's 8 inches. And then so you clean that out completely twice a year. So let me go ahead and get started, and you can see what a night of chicken chores is like. Now, our setup is a little different now, and I'm so happy that it is. Dean actually built this brooder because the other one was getting just too small, in my opinion. They are much bigger now. And they're looking pretty hungry, obviously. So let me go ahead and get them fed. We're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to jump out of here. Hey, no, we're not doing that. Would you like dinner? Would you like some dinner? If you would, let me in here. Oh, you guys have done a great job at burying your feeder today. Oh my goodness. All right. For their feed, I use the organic chick and grower crumbles. That way I don't have to worry about grit right now, which helps them to digest their food. When they're eating crumbles, they don't need that. So I just take a large cup, fill it with feed. We get the feed from Azure, and I just fill their tray. And then I try to get it back in there without them getting loose. All right, girls, take it easy. Oh! My gosh. Maybe that'll keep you sidetracked for a little while so I can get new bedding in there. When cleaning out their watering container, I do wear gloves because it can be gross. If they just have shavings, wood shavings in it, that's wonderful. Sometimes they find a way to still perch and poop on it and in their water, and I'm not touching that. This is tricky because I have to try and get this whole water up and out of here, and they do try to fly out. Okay, if you girls be good, I will give you a treat. Let me get this for you, okay? I want you to have fresh water. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you a special treat if you be good. If you be good, that means stay and put. Ah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh my gosh. At the sink, I keep a roll of disinfecting wipes, cloths, whatever. And then I just wipe down the outside of that when I come out in the evenings of the water. If I just have to do wood shavings. If it's anything else, then I take it out of here and get it washed up at the outside faucet. Now on nights when their water is not disgusting, I can go ahead and refill it in the trailer, get it cleaned up in the trailer, and that's where the convenience really comes in, because normally you wouldn't have a sink right near the brooder, you know, all the supplies. So let me get this back in here. This is a bit more tricky because this red tray, as soon as this water is tipped back up, the red tray is gravity filled with water. So I'm trying to balance that without spilling it, getting it back in here so they can get their water and I can show you how big they're getting. All right, ladies, be nice. Okay, so now that I've gotten more shavings into their bed, some places have some high spots, which I'm not worried about at all because they take care of that by doing their scratching. They'll put it all where they want it anyway. So they were pretty good about that. They have more food, and as you can see, they love to eat. And of course, I will be giving them some more treats because they actually were pretty good about it. Nobody tried to escape this time. Let's see if we can get back down in here. One more treat. One more bit of treat. Try to scatter it about so that everybody can get some, but as you can see, some is left in their bedding, and that's perfectly fine because they'll scratch and peck and they'll get a treat later. So that is a typical night of what chicken chores looks like, except like I said, for the bedding, that's just done every couple days. And again, a big shout out to the very generous subscriber who did give us our first super thanks. Besides being so generous and receiving a super thanks, it was just so exciting to get one, and we really appreciate it. And the chickens appreciate it too. It was extremely kind of you, so thank you. I'm super glad the chickens have an extra large brooder right now. I'm not saying they couldn't have stayed in the other one. I'm just saying I wasn't comfortable with it. And I love this up here. I love that, of course, that Dean built it, but it also enables me to sweep the floor. So whereas before I might have had some shavings on the floor, now I don't. And we should be getting out there shortly. And I'm still very much looking forward to that. Okay, ladies, I'll see you at bedtime. So thank you for joining me up here on Rugged Mountain Homestead tonight and helping with the chicken chores. I greatly appreciate it. Pretty soon we'll be moving them into their new permanent home here, and I cannot wait. Even though they have a much larger space in the brooder now, I'll still be very glad to get them in their permanent home. So thank you for stopping by. We're always glad when you do. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, take care.